And he had urged that anybody who believes in their philosophy and ideology of self-determination should not adopt violence. And that is why they have been asking for a referendum so that they will follow international statutes, so that they will now determine whether their future and whether they will remain in Nigeria or not. They have never had a resort to violence. Unlike someone who has been accused by many as a criminal agent sitting down in Finland and causing problem in the southeast.
But Barrister, he has a lot of supporters. He has people who are actually clamoring for what he's doing. He has a lot of supporters.
Let me land, Esther, because of his utterances and his actions, which you have said that he posted terrible and horrible images on his sex handle. And I can tell you that those images do not represent what IPOB has represented. Because I said so. I mean, Samoneta cannot come down to Nigeria and continue the kind of thing he's doing. And that is why we have urged the government to put every machinery in motion to bring Samoneta to justice. Because Samoneta represents crime and not freedom fighter.
All right. Barrister Fred, well, eventually, Justice Binta Nyako gave an order which is invoking the court's power under
Thank you very much. We can stop it here. All right. Thank you very much, everyone listening. If you listen to this idiot, this man, not the lady, this idiot, you will listen to him saying that Simon Ekpa represents crime. The same thing they did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he was in London. They called him criminal, called him every kind of name. He's destroying Alibo and all that. How many times have we made it open and public? Everything we are doing today to liberate Biafra from Islamic State and terrorist state of Nigeria has nothing to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are in government in exile. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, before he was kidnapped, was and is still the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Why we are in government? We have come publicly and openly several times to make it very clear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing, has no hand in whatever the Biafra government in exile is doing. And I wonder why they continue to call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB whenever Simon Ekpa is mentioned. Also, I want to make it categorically clear, while IPOB, according to them, was peaceful organization and peaceful agitators that they don't want to involve in violence and all that. Hundreds of Biafrans were murdered by Nigeria state under IPOB. And after they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which they could have killed him, but God saved him. Under IPOB, under my watch, no Biafra will be killed without consequences. That is the difference. That is what makes Simon Ekpa a criminal. That I vowed that Nigeria will never kill anybody under my watch without consequences for that. And today it is happening. Every images I'm posting is to show that there is war, since they refuse to report it. You listen to Musa came to social media, to national television, to say that they are at war. They are now in what they call asymmetric war. And this kind of asymmetric war is not a war between state and state. And yet, they are worried about the image I'm posting. The image I'm posting is the image of Biafra Liberation Army neutralizing Nigeria terrorist state army as they come to kill in their so-called asymmetric and jungle welfare. Is there anything so difficult to understand in that? How does that make us violent? When you have been killed for many years and you decided to defend yourself, how does that make you a violent person? But that is the narrative these criminals who call themselves lawyers and commentators and analysts are bringing because they are benefiting from Nigeria. And what they don't understand is that This is a very dangerous time for you to stand up against the people. I am telling you the fact. And when it starts happening, nobody should call Simon Ekpa, because anybody that goes against the people will come against you. Let nobody think that this is going to be only in those against those carrying weapons and ammunition. Those facilitating and aiding, abetting them by their actions and comments on radios and television will have the Biafra people to contend with in very, very, very soon. So how does that make Simon Ekpa a criminal? Because God have positioned Simon Ekpa to defy all their criminalities, threats, and whatever they do to other people. Those who have come before me, you know how they ended. Today they are telling you Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the one who is very, civil man and all that. I agree with them. But the point here is that I am not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am Simon Ekpa. And I fight my own freedom differently from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They should understand that. When they were kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they should have thought whether somebody else will come in. They didn't think about that. Today, what I have vowed between myself and my God and those who have volunteered to sacrifice their life under my watch is that you can never get killed and the people who kill you will go free. The promise I gave to every personnel of the Biafra Liberation Army is that nobody will kill you without consequences. Under IPOB, ESM were killed and murdered, and nobody questioned their death. Under IPOB, many Biafrans were butchered in the street of Aba. Nigeria did not pay for it. Under IPOB, they were killed at Mpo. Nigeria did not pay for it. Under IPOB, they were killed in Aba. Nigeria did not pay for it. Under IPOB, they murdered 28 persons inside the house of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody paid for it. Under IPOB, they killed in Enugu. Nobody paid for it. Under IPOB, they killed in Ebonyi State. Nobody paid for it. Under IPOB, Wike murdered thousands of Biafrans in Obibo. Nobody paid for it. And under my watch, I said it can never happen. And that's why all of them are mad, calling me criminal. And let me tell you today, anybody that is calling me criminal, Biafran, go for him. And let him explain whether I have stolen anything from him. From tonight, go and get the person to answer question whether I have stolen from him. And how does defending my people make me a criminal? From this man, Biafrans should go and get him, let him answer question where I have stolen from him. What I am doing is enshrined in international law, self-defense. I cannot be shouting for freedom for my people, and you are killing them, and you are expecting me to be looking at you. How does that make me a violent person? How does that make me a criminal? Did I steal anything from them? Have I come to their house and steal anything? But you know, because we have kept quiet a long time, when they come to this their nonsense radio to talk rubbish. Any day you see them in Biafra land, those calling me criminal, Biafra Liberation Army, arrest them. We have police now, as a matter of fact. Arrest them. Let them explain where I have stolen, whether I have stolen anything from them. From tonight, we are beginning to restore law and order in Biafra land. Police of Biafra, we have police, state police, rightfully voted for under a democratic dispensation. We enacted a law to establish Biafra police. Anywhere you see these people that are calling me criminal for defending my people, please arrest them and make a video of it. Let them explain where I have stolen their things for calling me a criminal. If they don't know what is criminal, they should go back to school. I don't know is not an excuse. I am not aware is not an excuse in the court of law. Most of them claim that they are lawyers. And they don't understand what is the law of self-defense. That piloting the affair of Biafra under a different name, under Biafra Republic government in exile. It has nothing to do with IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will remain my leader, and I will continue to respect him till he is out. And he has a lot of influence on my person. And while you continue to detain and imprison him, we will continue to bring calamity upon Nigeria. The calamity we are going to continue to bring is to make sure that we delegitimize you from your police to army, to terrorist army, to anybody carrying gun under Nigeria in Biafra land. Because these are the people who have killed our people without consequences. So the delegitimization has begun. And they are calling me criminal. I am posting the images I'm posting because we are at war with Nigeria. What is so difficult to understand? The chief of army staff came to national television and told you we are at war, and they call it asymmetric war. He called it jungle warfare. Why would you be saying that Simon Ekpa is violent? Who is violent? Was it me that were killing people in Obibo? Was it Simon Ekpa that killed Nigerians in Lekki Tollgate? But you know, they have met their match. Because they thought that whenever they are, selling this narrative of, oh, you are a criminal, oh, you are a terrorist, oh, the person will run away. Not me. I can never change a bit. I can never change even one step backward. Not me. Simon Ekpa is what he is from 2021 when you kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya till today, 2024. I am not changing. I stand where I stand. If you come to Biafra land to kill, you will die there. You will die there. Today, have you been hearing any of extrajudicial killing of Biafrans and the killing of commanders and all that? It is not happening because we have sophisticated weapons. I am posting how your terrorists are dying because they are very, very strong when they see unarmed people. When Biafra under IPOB was not armed, you kill them. I don't derive joy in seeing people that are under me, looking up to me, to go to the street and die, and there is no consequences for them dying. I cannot be that kind of leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was deceived by those who he believed was fighting Biafra for him and with him. And today, he was kidnapped in Kenya, from Kenya to Nigeria. And all of them disappeared and disappointed him. That was why there were no consequences for those that were killed under IPOB. If it was me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, believe me, the story would be different. But of course, God knows why he brought me at the time he brought me to the struggle. So I'm here to address this man. First of all, we are at war with Nigeria. If you do not understand that we are at war, you listen and watch the image I'm posting, because that image explained that we are at war. That image I'm posting on my X handle is to show you that we are at war. If you do not believe what Musa, the chief of defense staff, was saying on national television, on channel television, that they are in asymmetric war, I am giving you the evidence that indeed there is a war going on against Biafra and Nigeria. You don't understand that Nigeria is deploying aircraft, fighter jets to Imo State? Do you think we should look them as they bring fighter jet and bombard everywhere and everybody die, so Simon Ekpa will be a good person? I can never be that kind of good person. Call me all manner of names. I will be the end of Nigeria. We are picking up these arms. You think it is going down? You are joking. Self-defense is recognized everywhere. The only thing now is that I know what you don't know. And I don't blame you for not knowing what I know. Let me see any government in the world that will come to tell me, hey, you are doing wrong because your people are getting killed, so you should allow them to get killed. I am still sourcing for weapons sourcing for ammunitions, for those who care to support Biafra, our doors are open. Come. We will create environment for business for your country, for whatever you want to do or whatever you are doing in Nigeria today, and you don't have enabling environment. We are going to create enabling environment after this war with Nigeria. People think that I am here to joke or here to be a career agitator. 5 years was my target to get Biafra. It is happening. After this December, you will know Namiroku Nebumbe. All of you that have spoken against me, all of you that have called me criminal without any evidence, all of you that have shouted under Nigeria just because of your selfish greed, your selfish aggrandizement, you're greedy, because of that, because of what you are looking for Nigeria, you call me criminal, you call me a manner of name. I will wait for you in Biafra land. We are keeping record. We will start now to keep record. All of you from A to Z, you are going to pay for struggling to stop me, and you will never succeed. Because you think when you call me a criminal, it is going to demoralize me. Look at this idiot. He is here shouting, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is different. Oh, Simon Ekpa has been accused. Accused by who? If Simon Ekpa have been accused, are you accusing me too? Or you are supporting those who accuse me? Do you have any evidence of me being a criminal? Did I steal from your house? I am telling you the fact. Like I just said, that I am not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can talk to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and go free. Me, you can never go free. After Biafra has been restored, you have a question to answer. If you make it alive till then, you will tell me where I have stolen from you and why you are calling me a criminal. And how somebody who have risen up to defend their people will become a criminal. I want you to show me that law that says if you defend your people, you become a criminal. You are going to prove me as a lawyer you are. You open your mouth on social media and on the FM television. Go and remark it. Go and write it somewhere. Because Biafrans will never forgive you. Specifically this man now that spoke today. You people should look for him. Let him tell the people and the world whether I have stolen from him and why he's calling me criminal. Like I have said, Biafra is at war with Nigeria. And whatever I am posting on my X handle is the result of what is on ground, which they don't want to tell you. When Musa told you that there is a asymmetric war, which is not a war between state and state, you did not ask him question to explain how is this kind of war being fought, although he went further to explain that you can move and they will shoot you from the back. Because for ages, they have killed Biafrans without consequences. We unprovoked, they killed Biafra agitators. And under my watch, you can never kill Biafrans and go free. So if you feel that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is better, that under his watch and IPOB, you kill them in hundreds and there is no consequences, that is why you are taking them for a ride. That is why you are doing anyhow to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You think with what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are going to kidnap me? You don't understand. You can never come close to me. I am very, very far and I am very close to you. I am in your homes. All of you, I am in your home. I am very closer than you can ever imagine. That's why whenever you make a move to come to Finland, I will tweet it. I am closer to you than you can ever imagine. You think what you have done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I have not learned my lesson? When they say that, the last time the journalist from United Kingdom came to my office and interviewed me, oh, do you want to go to Nigeria? Why don't you want to go to Nigeria? And they were using it to make program. I say, if I go to Nigeria, they are going to kill me and all that. It is not about who is afraid of death. Who is afraid of arrest? You think as I am now, I'm afraid of arrest? You are a joker. What I am trying to do is that as a piloter of this particular new dimension of Biafra liberation, I will be outside and as a free man to finish my job. I don't need to prove you anything. in order to get captured by Nigeria or to get kidnapped by Nigeria? No. I am very, very sensible, and I have learned from what happened to others. I need to be free to finish the job and liberate Biafra people. If you like, go and hawk transformer. It is going to happen. So those of you who are here, whenever you hear Samonekpa violent, Samonekpa this violent, we are not violent. We are trying everything possible to restore peace, stability in our region. And the only way is to make sure that Nigeria terrorist army is not having a field day in Biafra land. The only way to restore peace is to make sure that there is no checkpoint. Nigeria terrorist state, any representative of Nigeria in uniform and carrying arms does not have one single checkpoint in Biafra land. That is the roadmap to peace. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu you kidnap. Not only him, you release those you have abducted, kidnapped from different places in Biafra land without record. We have their record. Release all of them. And let me tell you one thing again. Do not think that Biafrans are fools. When you release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he must come to Finland. It's a condition. I will sit one-on-one with him. You know, I have said this thing 2 years ago. They thought I was joking. He will come to Finland. The reason I'm fighting for him is that I supported him. I gave him a voice. I gave him a support and gave him the courage to continue doing what he was doing until he got kidnapped. You think I'm going to abandon him? You think I'm going to abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Even if he come today and say, Samonekpa, I don't know you. You think I'm going to abandon him? Because I know he can never say such thing under his normal, conscience. Because I contributed in supporting him, giving him the voice that you see him as a threat. You kidnap him. And then today, you want me to abandon him. I will not abandon him. Everything I'm doing today is geared at making sure that I demand his release. And if you do not release him, more calamity will befall Nigeria. Go and mark it somewhere. I'm not hiding my mouth. Calamity will befall Nigeria. And if you continue to be in Biafra land, planning how to kill our people with aircraft, with armor tank, you will all be neutralized. Except I am not fighting a just cause. You should be ashamed of yourself that somebody is in Finland and that person is your problem. I wonder, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was broadcasting from London, how many of you demanded him to come back to Nigeria? How many of you called the ambassador of United Kingdom, High Commissioner for Nigeria of UK in Nigeria? Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is making broadcast. Oh, come. Go and bring it. How many of you did that? You didn't do that. Why is Samonekpa different? Why don't you do the thing you do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to me? Come and kidnap me in Finland, Ndara. Come and kidnap me in Finland. Why are you calling Finland? Did you call United Kingdom on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Did you call the embassy on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why did you go to Kenya to kidnap him? So come to Finland or go to Kenya to kidnap me too. Why are you calling Finland? Why is everybody now, Finland? But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu broadcasted for many years. Nobody called United Kingdom. Nobody summoned the ambassador in Nigeria to Abuja. Come on, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is broadcasting. Why is my own different? Because you see that Abromana na Tata. If we go to Ta, I will be the end of Nigeria. And this year, after 2nd of December, you will understand what I'm saying. The image you are seeing is a small thing compared to what has actually happened. I'm only posting those to call your attention to the fact that there is a war going on, but as moron as you are not getting the picture. You are not getting the point. I don't know what else you want me to do. When the chief of army staff come to radio and come to television to cry, Samonekpa must be brought back. Samonekpa, you don't ask him question. What is Samonekpa doing to you? My comment. How does my comment bring insecurity in the southeast? As a military man, are you supposed to be in the street or in a democratic system? As a military man, are you supposed to be having checkpoint in a democracy? You are calling Samonekpa. The people of Biafra have rejected you and they are not getting the point. The masses in Biafra land have rejected you and you are blaming Samonekpa. Is it Samonekpa that engineered you to kill them for many years? Don't you know that the people you have killed, their brothers and sisters, have now risen up against you? Don't you know that Biafra people have turned against you? And you said it, you called it a Semitic war. How does that become Samonekpa? How is Samonekpa comment become the reason they turn against you when you have been killing them for many years? Anyway, I just decided to come this evening to say this thing make this point very clear. When they come to address me and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they will continue to say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said it several times. He has nothing to do with insecurity in the Southeast. Why are they not addressing my own when I have said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with what Biafra government in exile is doing? Why are they not also addressing that one? They will not address it because these are criminals, corrupt idiots. They will say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said it in court. There is no, he don't have anything to do with those committing crime in the Southeast, those doing this. Why are you not also saying what I have said? That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with Biafra government in exile. He has absolutely nothing to do with what I am doing. But at the same time, I am doing this particular agitation, demanding that you must release him. Because I was part of those who pushed him to fight for Biafra, gave him support, that made you to kidnap him. So I can never abandon him. Until when he come out and meet me in Finland and say, Samonekpa, you see, I am not doing again. Then I will have something to say. For now, I believe he's still in Biafra struggle. So from today, when you are addressing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's comment, please, let shame the devil. I address my own too. I said he has nothing to do with what I'm doing. Is that too big or too complicated for you to understand? That everything I'm doing today, I'm taking responsibility on behalf of Biafra people, on behalf of Biafra Republic government in exile, on behalf of de facto government in the homeland. It has absolutely nothing to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How many times am I going to shout this thing? Well, when they come, they will tell you, Samonekpa is doing something. Do you think it's going to affect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? How does that connect to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You guys are criminals. And that's why nobody is listening to you anywhere in the world. Because anytime anything in Nigeria is lie. Lie and fallacy. Nothing else. But it is very, very good. I will be here to end all of you. Here. Good day. And that is why from the day one, when I was shouting, I will bring Biafra from diaspora, they were laughing at me. Today, they are not laughing again. No. Today, now is that, bring Samonekpa, let us kill him. Oh, bring him. Come, let him bring him to Nigeria. Do everything possible to bring him. You must go and bring him. But when I was shouting that I will bring Biafra from diaspora, you were laughing at me. You are not laughing again, no. I don't see you people laughing again. That time you were saying, oh, what a stupid guy. You want to bring her. Now, even now, many of them are still laughing when I say I'm going to declare Biafra in Finland. Oh, you want to declare Biafra in exile. Some of them are even laughing at the government in exile. Oh, he's in exile. Exile. You can imagine. Exile. You will be in exile. I will be in exile. And Biafra will come. After 2nd of December, Agaku Nigeria Igwe. Go and mark it. Agaku Nigeria Woto. If you do not pull your military from Biafra land, you will all die there. The demand is very simple. Those of you watching and listening secretly now on Space, and I know Musa is listening because you don't miss whatever I'm doing. If you do not pull your Nigeria military from Biafra out of Biafra land, you will all die there. I am telling you the fact. Cut this particular session, send it to everywhere you want to send it. The self-defense is to make sure we get rid of every Nigeria military, every Nigeria police. These people are terrorists. They have killed Biafra for many years. And we have said enough is enough. So if you continue to remain in Biafra, now that we have arms and ammunition, believe me, if you don't die today, you die tomorrow. Thank you very much, media team and the finance and the Minister of Media Communication. Over to you.
Mazi Sami, are you there? Thank you, my able Prime Minister. Thank you so much, our Obatobie, it is good that you have made it clear, you have laid it bare for the whole world to see. And please, fellow Biafrans and those that are friends of Biafra, journalists in the house, I think my minister is having a challenge of connection. So those of you that are here, I'm going to be bringing you in. You have heard what the Prime Minister has said. Please, I beg of you, bring very relevant questions, relevant concerns. Our Prime Minister has said it here very clear. We are not violent. We are at war. And it is evident the whole world can see it. Everybody heard Musa saying it on live TV. And every day he has given that proof that we are at war, sending military into our land. So make your questions very direct, and 60 seconds will be permitted for each person. Just reserve the accolade and bring relevant questions, relevant issues concerning the topic our Prime Minister have already, attended to right now. So we are having a lot of people in the room. Raise your hands, and I'm going to attend to you by the raising of hands. Please make it very snappy. Mouthpiece of the gods, please grab the mic and bring your question.
Thank you so much. Good evening, Your Excellency, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. I greet you, Mazi Raphael. I greet you, Mazi Barawa. Please, my Prime Minister, I think you've said it all. But I just want to ask this. You can answer it or not. So I want to ask, why is it that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is a saint, as they are saying now? What is our leader still doing in the DSS dungeon while they do this charade of court case against him? So that's just what I want to ask. Why are they still keeping him there? Thank you, My Excellency.
Thank you very much. That is exactly the question everybody should be asking, because people are so easily carried away. When they hear someone else, all the vein and the hair in their body will start standing. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is this good, yet he is still there. After many courts have freed him, he's still there. After many courts have freed him, he's still there. But he's still good. It is not about the good of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let me tell you, while he was a free man, they were still calling him this same name they are calling me today. And because they couldn't stop what he was doing, because I am here to finish it, they decided that, maybe let us see how we can frustrate them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is good, bring him out. They are still not bringing him out. But you know one thing, God is working somewhere. Because before September, believe me, we will level Nigeria. We'll market. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. There's also this lady who you posted on your page, who enumerated everything that happened, that she knew. And she kind of categorically, said it out that our problem is the politicians who brought this massive criminality and all these evil by the army on us because we had a peaceful Biafra land, but their politicians brought this on us. So I think maybe if you can also touch on that, please. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, the truth is that the corrupt politicians are responsible for the insecurity you see today. Without them, you will not see any insecurity in Biafra, and that we are fighting against them. And when you listen to that man, because I'm more interested in the man. The woman is a lady, and I don't have any issue with her. But that man that was talking is where I have a problem. Because the man, if you listen to the man, he was explaining, IPOB is fighting to restore their own country, and as if he is not an Igbo man. That if IPOB restore the country today, he's not going to be part of Biafra. So when you see them explaining this thing, they will be explaining, they are looking for their country, that Nnamdi Kanu is leading them to see that they have their international recognition, and so they can have their own self-determination, as if he's an Hausa man. This man is an Igbo man. As if his Biafra come, he will be ostracized or maybe expelled from Biafra land. That is not going to be part of it. So when you listen to this kind of idiot, it boils, I get, I start boiling for the fact that they can open their mouth, sitting in that shithole country, open their mouth and be spewing rubbish, where every man in Biafra land is very angry. They don't know that, they are putting themselves in danger because everybody now is angry. People have died. Nigeria have killed enough. And so if Biafra see anybody that is supporting Nigeria to get their people get killed, they're going to eliminate the person. I am telling you the fact. That's where we are now. So nobody is going to continue to enjoy the death of other people and to make yourself excel because you want to support Nigeria. You have one position you want to protect. If you do that, do it in secret. Don't come open and do it again because I across Gokwa Rubicon. People have died, and those people that have died but that were killed by Nigeria state are sons and daughters of people. They are also brothers and sisters of people. And those people that are still alive today that witnessed the death, gruesome murder by Nigeria terrorist state, they are not happy. So if you think that you can use that to flourish, believe me, you're not going to last long. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you so much. Thank you. Our defender. Please, thank you.
Thank you, my peace. Thank you very much. Thank you. And we're going to go forward very quickly. Please ask a very quick question. One question, the 60 seconds, and then we'll bring the next person. Veteran Dragon, please come in with your question very quickly, please.
Out.
It's coming out, please.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my Prime Minister, I thank you so much for clearing the air and speaking in a very loud voice. And I want to also add that Nigeria, please, we don't want Nigeria. We don't have nothing to do with Nigeria. If you kidnap our leader, Martin Nnamdi Kanu, and you thought we are going to fold our hands, it's not possible. Even if my Prime Minister said he's not fighting again, I will take it up. So my Prime Minister, you are doing the right thing. And what we are doing, we are not doing what Nnamdi Kanu was doing. He has his own modus operandi. He's doing it his own way. You kidnap him and you brought us out. You kidnap him because you can. That's why we came out. And we can never go back. It's only either Biafra or Biafra. So let me tell you, Nigerians, take it or leave it. My Prime Minister is doing the right thing. We are all behind him. And we are going to fight to the last man. Take your military terrorists out of Nigeria, Biafra land. Take your police terrorists out of Biafra land. We have taken up the arms. We can never lower it again. My Prime Minister, you are doing the right thing. What you are doing has nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. It's not the one that asked you to do what you are doing. They kidnap him and we have to fight for him and fight for Biafra. Even if Nnamdi Kanu said today he's no longer fighting for Biafra, we will still fight for Biafra because we need freedom. We want to get out of this shithole country. We want to get out of this terrorist country. We are not part of Nigeria. This place is a killer of people. We don't want it. So please, my Prime Minister, thank you so much and continue what you are doing. We are all behind you. Already we have over 30 million people supporting you. Thank you so much and God bless you.
Thank you
very much. As a matter of fact, we have crossed 40 million votes. Thank you.
Wow. And over 40 million votes. Wow, wonderful. Biafrans, we are home. We are home. Our Prime Minister. Thank you, sir. Okay, who else is there? We give you the microphone very quickly. I can see Samijo. I think you should grab the mic now. Please bring your question and go straight to the point, please. Unmute yourself, Sir Maijo.
Hey, hello. Thank you so much. Sir Major from America, the United States. I was wondering, in terms of what originally started the conflict, if you can give me a brief understanding of that. And then also when we're talking about numbers, obviously the Nigerian army is really big. Do you have the same amount of numbers that they do in terms of having boots on the ground?
Thank you very much, Samijo. it is not about the numbers. We have over 100,000 men at this point, about 130,000 men cut across Biafra land, but it is not about the numbers. Nigeria military are infiltrated by terrorists who do not have any kind of military training, and they don't understand what is rule of engagement. So we also have our terrain. It is completely different from what Nigeria Army, their experience and what they know about. So the fight going on, or the war going on, the conflict going on in Biafra land is completely different from what they have, what the experience they have had in the past. And we purposely designed the way we fight them this time around, because we know their weaknesses and we know what they can do depending on the kind of response we're giving to them, in our self-defense. So it is not about the number. They have the equipment, they have the weapon, but if you follow, keenly what has been happening for a few days, or a few weeks, or a few months, even for the past 5 months, you see that for the very first time in the history of Nigeria, the military hierarchy are now crying. And the only reason they are crying is because we are neutralizing them when they come to kill us. The terrain is very difficult, and we dictate how to fight them. They have been trying to make us go into conventional warfare. We don't want to go into conventional warfare. And that's why when they come to our community, they kill innocent women and children. And at the same time, we try to repel them as much as we can. But then, facing the Biafra Liberation Army, we always defeat and repel them from the air, from the land. So this is what is going on. So it's not about the number, but it's about tactics, it's about the experience, it's about also the terrain. That is what is going on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have further questions, please? If you have further questions,
no, thank you. That's all.
The opportunity.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the time.
All right. Thank you very much.
And I can see that you are a reporter, and of course this is where some of you need to come in, because the war that is going on now between Nigeria and Biafra is not reported, and so you journalists, especially those of you in the United States, have a very good role to play. And remember that what we are fighting today is not about ourselves alone. It is about the future of America and the West. What has happened and what is going on is that the terrorists are looking for a safe haven. Not just they are looking for a safe haven, they have actually found a safe haven in northern Nigeria, in the Sahel region. And by the time their target is to take over Biafran land, and that's why when this thing is happening, hundreds of people are getting killed. They are all interested in Simon Ekpa, because their target is to take over Biafra land, take our natural resources, refine it, make money, and sponsor terrorist attack against America and against the West. That is their target. And I did not say this. The CIA have the information. The military, the United States the defense have this information, that they are looking for a safe haven in Nigeria where they will start looking at attack against the West and America. So it is not just about Biafra. And this is what the West should understand. America should understand this. Today, you see, even though many people are supporting Hamas, the Hamas have found a safe haven in Nigeria. The Hamas leader is in Nigeria negotiating and all that. We are not against those fighting for their freedom. But in the course of your freedom, you shouldn't take the life of innocent women and children. That's what we are against. I'm not against, personally, I'm not against anybody fighting for freedom, but you must not kill innocent women and children like we see on 7th of October in Israel. Today, Nigeria embraced them. So this is the kind of thing that people should understand, that fighting for Biafra and helping Biafra, including creating awareness in the United States and making the United States government understand that Biafra government in exile is the only legitimate government that speak and fight for the interests of Biafra people. In order to stop this terrorist upsurge in the nearest future, you must support Biafra either through your media channel or however you can do it to create awareness in the United States. So we will appreciate, and I appreciate that you come here to listen and ask this particular pertinent question. It's very important because many people do not know what is going on. And you see, the reason I'm having this space today is because of the images you may be seeing on my page. The images of very gruesome images coming is the evidence of the war that they don't want to report about. So when they see it on my page, they call me violent person, they call me criminals and all manner of names. But this is actually happening. We are also losing men. Not that we're not losing, but of course the casualty in our side is very minimal. But they are losing thousands of men every day. That's what is going on. It is unreported because they are scared of reporting it. The only thing you hear is for them to come to the TV station and radio to shout, Simon Ekpa must be repatriated. And nobody is asking a question. What is this Simon Ekpa doing? Why is Simon Ekpa so important? Why is this Simon Ekpa so important that the National Assembly of Nigeria is discussing Simon Ekpa? The Chief of Army Staff is discussing Simon Ekpa. The Chief of Defense Staff is discussing Simon Ekpa. Everybody in Nigeria is discussing Simon Ekpa. Why are they discussing Simon Ekpa? Nobody is asking this question. It is because the army Simon Ekpa is commanding is neutralizing them in thousands. Every day they deploy 2,000. You know when they come, you don't know when they go. That's what is going on. And we must tell the world the truth. Thank you.
So my follow-up question, I did have one, I'm sorry, is what sort of message do you have for the American government, or what sort of direct actions do you anticipate the United States military to do? Is there a call for action? Are you asking for weaponry? Are you asking for funding to fund your war? What message do you have for America, the United States government?
The word I have for America and the United States government is to support Biafra militarily and otherwise. And because they have been there in between 1967 and 1970, when Biafra and Nigeria civil war took place, the genocidal war took place, and before the end of the war, America was shifting ground. In the beginning of the war, America was supporting Britain. We know America and Britain, they have a very special protected interest, so they support each other. But then, this is not about interest this time around. It's about, we must do the right decision to protect the future against terrorism, against, a very catastrophic situation that may befall the West and America in the nearest future. So during the War of Biafra, we understand that America was siding Nigeria was on Nigeria's side. And it was as a result of the misinformation that they are trying to bring up to the table at this point. Misinformation in the sense that there was no news report coming from Biafra land. Nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew except the Britain and the Nigeria government. So there was a blockade of Biafra. But of course, after the war, when we started this Biafra agitation, we begin to see declassified United States document from the Department of State, declassified document which shows that at a point, America was actually shifting and turning its back on Nigeria and coming to the Biafra side. But because Biafra did not have that information, the Biafra did not have that privileged information that America was shifting ground. Because the game started changing. So, and Nigeria, who have linked to America and have more information, they begin to push for a ceasefire. And while America was shifting ground to support Biafra, they were pushing for a ceasefire because they know that America already turned their back on Nigeria. And that was why, because of lack of information and misinformation, those fighting for the leaders of Biafra then succumbed because of lack of information. Otherwise, if this war should have been sustained for the next few months, America would have come fully to support Biafra. And today, I don't think anybody who was part of supporting Nigeria back then would be very proud for what they did, because Nigeria has failed. We see where they are going today. They are supporting Islamic State. They are supporting terrorists. They are supporting Taliban. Everything that America is against is what Nigeria is supporting today. And that was what America supported in 1967. So what we are asking is, we're asking for military hardware, military support, and every support America can give. First of all, we need America to understand that this government that has its headquarters in Maryland is the only recognized government that speaks for the interests of Biafra people from the old eastern region of Nigeria. Today, the Nigerian government has tried everything to stop our sit-at-home civil disobedience. The people have rejected them. The people have rejected the government, the state government. The people have rejected the federal government. They have rejected the military. They have rejected everything in Nigeria, and they obey the Biafra government in exile. And that is a referendum on its own. Sir Major, it may interest you today that now the Biafra Republic government in exile is conducting self-referendum. And today we have recorded over 40 million votes. The self-referendum that is going on has 3 stages. In the stage 1, we recorded over 30 million votes. This is the stage 2 ongoing, and we have recorded 10 million plus, which is total of 40 million votes. And the stage 3 will end on November 28. And from November 29, we are organizing Biafra Declaration of the Restoration of Independent State of Biafra Convention in Finland. It's going to be a 5-day event, and we are going to declare Biafra, the Restoration of Independent State of Biafra, on the 2nd of December from the result of this self-referendum, which Biafra people have given us their mandate. That's what we are doing. And Nigeria government in Nigeria election, they have never recorded such vote because Biafrans are not interested in voting in Nigeria election. This is the first, many people have confessed that this is the first time they have ever participated in anything voting in their life. And these people are 50 years, 60 years of age. They have never participated one day in election. But this Biafra referendum, they are participating. And we have recorded for. So we are looking at even having up to 50, 60 million votes for this self-referendum. So we have written to the United Nations. We have also informed the African Union Court in Banjul the need to recognize this particular self-referendum being conducted by Biafra Republic government in Ezza. If they fail to do that, after 2nd of December, calamity will befall Nigeria because we have been killed enough. We have followed every laid down principles and rules to make sure that Nigeria renegotiated again, and they are using guns, the barrels of the guns and bullets to force us into a union where you are going to be butchered, your hand cut off, your head cut off. If you don't believe in what they believe in, we say enough is enough. We were not consulted before Nigeria was amalgamated in 1914. These are problems that is very easy to resolve. So why must you force us to be what we don't want to be? This is 21st century. Civilization is everywhere. We want to live like others. We want to be part of these people that enjoy the free world. So America needs to support Biafra militarily and otherwise. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, PM. Major, thank you for coming, and I'm very sure you have gotten a lot of updates that you're going to take across to your, people over there, and the reports you will give, I'm sure, will be very transparent and just as you have heard it on this platform from the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. Please, my Minister of Communication, are you back? Mazi Sani, are you back? Okay.
Continue watching it. My network is not really good now. Continue.
Okay, fantastic. PM, please do want to give him a co-host so that if he's back, he will be able to handle some things from that end. And I can see someone else from here. If you're a reporter, please just raise your hands. You do us well as we will give you the microphone, just like our brother in the USA just did. We'll give you microphone immediately. You raise your hand. For those whose hands are up here, I'll begin to attend to you. 1 minute, please, as you come up. If I water, please 1 minute. Bring your question to the PM while we wait for others, especially reporters from all over the world. Come up here, or those of you that have been accusing this Prime Minister of one thing or the other, come up here and confront him. He is here for you. Thank you. If I 1 minute, please let it count. If I, are you there? Can you unmute yourself or no? If I is struggling, he cannot unmute himself. I am going to give you the microphone now, please. Uchenda Mbadiogo. 1 minute, please. Make it count.
Yeah, good evening, my Prime Minister. Ufosisi Meroya. Ononseruaka. Now who they knock if they knock on the zoo the way we said they cry, continue knocking them because we are standing the with you. The zoo are crying. They must free us, Biafra. Failing to do that, the zoo will turn to desert. Ononseruaka. Na-arụ ọrụ ndị mbụ na ndị egede ziri gị enwe onye ga-akwụsị gị maka ihe ị na-eme dị n'ọfọ ọ dị n'ọfọ mba ụwa ma dị n'ọfọ.
Just take report, bring your question, please. Okay, we don't have so much time, please.
Yeah, I just want to greet my Prime Minister the way the spirit lead it. That is it. I yield my mic.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, we have our forums where we can greet the Prime Minister. Just have it in mind that we are here for a very important discourse, a very important subject. Come up with your question. 1 minute, and please, let's do this. Thank you very much. Chuku Uku, please bring up your question, please. Unmute yourself. Chi Uku.
Yeah. Is that me? I don't know.
Yes, that's you.
Okay.
That's you.
Okay.
Uku. No, not you. Not you, Chukwuma. Not you, Chukwubeze. Please mute yourself,
Okay.
Uku. Please go ahead, please.
Yeah. Okay, Mazi Raphael. Am I being heard?
Live and direct, please. 1 minute, please.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening, Mazi Simon Ekwa, my dear Prime Minister. I greet you. Okay, we think it up Abuja. That's the name I've been calling. That's the name I've been calling you. So, quick one. First of all, Musa is in love with this name called Simon because every press conference they invited him for, he must mention Simon this, Simon that. So I think he's in love with that name, Simon. That's number one. Then second one is about this. Bill Gates GMO food program that Nigerian government have accepted and put into law for them to be distributing everywhere.
Yeah, please,
So
let me interject, please. I don't want anybody to talk about Big Gate here. Okay,
okay,
so
okay.
let's just focus on our struggle, please. Thank you.
But I actually
Okay,
said
Mazi.
before that we should focus on the topic. Please, if you go outside of the topic, I'm going to mute your mic immediately. Please, go ahead.
Okay, Mazi. That's what I actually wanted to ask, but I greet my Prime Minister. Kudos to everything you are doing. We're behind you. God be with you.
Thank you. Please,
Yeah.
let every other person take correction from this, please. I beg of you. There's a news station I just brought in here. African Newsletters News. African Newsletters News. Please, can you unmute yourself and bring your question to the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile? Please go ahead. African Newsletters. Are you there? Well, also, okay. There's a very popular name I see on the Facebook. I think is this same Anambra son that is always okay. This is a different Anambra son. Anyway, there's one particular Anambra son I see on Twitter. This is not you, but just like I have called you, unmute yourself and bring your question. Anambra son. This Anambra son is also not ready. David, sorry, okay, Chuku Beze, please grab your mic, please.
Thank you, my honorable Mister. Greetings, my honorable Prime Minister. Thank you for the work you're doing. Remember, this is the 5th year, the year of finishing the zoo. As you said it, every word you said, just like our leader, has always been like that. So thank you for that. I just want to say, to the zoo, I just want them to understand that right from 2014, everything that has to do with our zoo has now become null and void because the document that holds that zoo, it's over. So right from them, every president, senators, and representative has all been illegal. They have been forcing us since 2014 to continue to hold that contraption. And also, I want to put it to them that whatever you are doing to our supreme leader, it is called fraud because the foundation which you people brought him there is illegal. And therefore, you cannot try legality on top of illegal acts. So the zoo should get that straight. And now my question to my Prime Minister is, my honorable Prime Minister, why do you think court and everything, the same Supreme Judge that has been illegal right from 2014 because that document expired is now directing them to negotiate with our leader? Why do you think that? Thank you.
I don't think this question is actually necessary. So, I don't know what exactly. I didn't get the question.
No, what I'm saying is it that the zoo is ashamed to accept defeat because they see that they cannot bring anything against our leader. That is why their own supreme judge that is supposed to be trying out case is not directing them to go and negotiate with our leader. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Okay, now I understand. But actually, that is to show you that the judiciary is dead, right? The judiciary is dead. There is nothing like rule of law in Nigeria. And that's why when I listen to the Abaribe also ranting on the floor that this is a country of rule of law. A rule of law where the court will release somebody and the DSS will refuse to release the person, and or rule of law where the court is now referring somebody to a president. Instead of the president, through the Attorney General, invoking a session of the Nigerian to drop the charges, discontinue the charges for national interest. Now it is the court that is referring the case to the presidency. What does that tell you? It tells you there is no judiciary in Nigeria. It tells you there is no legal system in Nigeria. It tells you that everything about law and court is dead. That is what it tells you. Because it should be the other way around, where the president should direct the Attorney General to invoke that particular section and discontinue the charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for national interest. But now it is the court that is referring them to the presidency because the judges are afraid of releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you. And such system should not be supported by anyone. That is the system that we are fighting against. A country where there is no rule of law, a country where judiciary is under the palm of the government, we must always come against them.
Yeah, please don't be offended. This guy, Jagu, I'm removing your post on the double trade. If you have a question, you ask. I didn't want to block you because you are trying to constitute users here. But I want you to come and ask a question. You, this Afonja idiot.
No, remove the idiot. He's not a man. He's not a man to ask questions. He shouldn't be here talking when men are talking. This is our idiot. This is our often man who are Afonjas. Thank
you. I saw the nonsense he wrote. He's a CNN journalist, whatever. I want him to ask a question, but he doesn't have the balls to ask questions.
He's not a journalist. If he's a journalist, he should go to Biafran land and report. So I will take him serious.
Thank you, Pierre. Thank you, sir. Please, this hand is up. PEU. Please bring your question very quickly, please.
Good evening.
You have 1 minute, please.
Okay. I don't have much question about this. Yeah, the broadcast headline is "We are not violent. We are at war. We are at war with Nigeria." Get this point. Yeah, I understand that Samuel Epan is trying to fight for Biafra for every one of us, and
please just to correct you, not trying to.
Okay, sorry, you are fighting for Biafra for every one of us, and we hopefully one day will get it, and we are on the way already. And since you said this issue I have right now, in as much I want it to, the only issue I have right now is the economy of the Southeast. The economy of the Southeast, like definitely the president of this zoo country is already killing the economy of the whole country. Then if we are still like doing more of this, like the sit at home, like I know the money sit at home is normal, like the random sit at home is how it kills like the economy. I know how many times I have to like help a lot of my fellow people in the Southeast because of the economy. I just want the Prime Minister Samuel Epan to please like give more light on how it's like you need to save this economy, because there's how some things need to be reduced down to help the economy of the Southeast, because the economy of the Southeast is going down and people are just crying about on insecurity and the rest. So
thank you. Your question is noted. Let's get you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What is the responsible for the economy of the Southwest going down?
Okay, what I feel is this in the economy of the Southwest. You know, some people are not, so because of fear. To my business, if I don't do this and this will happen to my business. People close their businesses, and when you close their businesses, they will not be able to make source of
brother,
income.
You didn't get the question. They're asking you why is the economy of the Southwest?
Yes.
Why is the economy of the Southwest going down? Not Southeast, Southwest. You asked about the Southeast. The
I
PM
said
is asking you,
Southeast.
why is the economy of the Southwest going down? Open your ears, then bring the answer quick.
Okay. Why is the economic of the
Southwest going down?
Okay, thank you. Definitely.
Yeah,
Okay, that is the question. Definitely, in this kind of case, you can never compare the Southwest and the Southeast together. We are more
Please
better.
take this man down. The question was, why is the economy of Southwest going down? And you are saying you cannot compare. They said, what is the cause of the economy of Southwest going down? And you are saying you cannot compare. Answer a straightforward question.
That is what I'm trying to answer. That is what I'm trying to answer. The economy of the Southeast is not like this before. That's what I'm trying to say.
We are asking you of the Southwest. Southwest, not Southeast.
What is responsible for the economy of the Southwest to go down? Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Let me ask you again. What is responsible for the economy of the Middle Belt and the other part of northern Nigeria to go down, that they are in hunger? What's responsible for it?
The Middle Belt and the Southwest, they are going down definitely. They are going down definitely.
So what is responsible for it?
What Southeast is now going down with?
We are talking of Southwest.
Why are you
Southwest? Answer Southwest question first. And you're running to Southeast. Is it only Southeast that is your problem?
No, it's somebody that's making the economy.
It's not.
Why can't you answer the question of why the North is dying and the Middle Belt is dying and the West is dying? Is everything about the East?
Definitely, I'm
All
from
of you
Southeast and I want the betterment of my people.
Okay, why is Southeast your problem?
No, I'm from Southeast. I was a Biafran first before they made me a Nigerian.
So if you are from Southeast, are you a Nigerian?
I was a Biafran first before they made me a Nigerian. I was Biafran first.
So now are you a Nigerian or not?
So now am I a Nigerian or not?
Yes, I'm asking. Are you not a Nigerian? Are you a Nigerian now or?
So there's nothing I can do.
So are you? Can you answer my question? Are you a Nigerian or not?
This question is.
You cannot answer because first of all, you have a fake image
Prime Minister, please
on your profile.
allow us
So
to handle
anybody
this
that
one
I
now.
see,
This one is too small for
go
you.
Ahead, please. Go ahead.
Pew, if you have Nigerian passport, and then PM is asking you, are you a Nigerian or not, as it stands now? Just answer.
Passport with my Nigerian passport that identify me as a Nigerian. So
for your life, now passport now in decide your identity.
Because I normally travel and that is what I have to identify as. I can't identify as a Biafran.
No, what you carry as passport is what makes you to know where you come from.
Sorry?
Can't I acquire a passport of Cameroon? Can't I acquire a passport of Italy? Can't I acquire a passport of Spain? Can't I acquire a passport of Senegal or Gambia or Mali?
Okay,
does that make me a Gambian?
No,
by birth?
That is a good
Okay, Sonny. So now, if you are a Nigerian, why are you not worried about other part of Nigeria? Because I have been asking you about Southwest. You talk about Southeast. I asked you about the Middle Belt and Northern Nigeria. You focus on Southeast. So if you are a Nigerian, why are you not worried about other Nigeria? What makes you keep your interest and more interested
Thank you for the question. Thank you for the question. I'm a Nigerian. I'm a Biafran first before in Nigeria. I'm an Igbo man. In short, I'm an Igbo man first because Igbo was the first thing before the creation of Biafra.
So okay. Let me ask you: Do you believe in Nigeria?
The country is not working. I don't even want this Nigeria again because.
I'm not asking you whether it is working or not. I asked you, do you believe in Nigeria?
I don't believe in Nigeria.
You don't believe in
one Nigeria? I don't believe in Nigeria. We have been discriminated a lot. I know it's not free of charge. I know it costs a lot.
What do you think what is the most important thing that freedom can cost for you?
What is the most important thing the freedom can cost for me?
Yes. can take away from you.
Like me, for instance, now, like me, I have investment in the Southeast. Yeah, I think my life is I love my life more than my investment. I
How
think my
much? How
investment
much?
is
How much investment do you
how
have?
much investment do I have in Southeast? I think that is the personal question.
Yes. No, it is not a personal question. Don't you know how much
Yeah,
that has?
I have millions of investment in Southeast because I want the betterment of my
How
people.
much? How much estimation? How much estimation do you have for investment in Southeast?
Hundreds of millions.
Estimated how much? Say 100 million or
Let's
200
say
million.
let's say 160. Yeah,
160
Nigerian
million.
currency.
And it is freedom that we are fighting, right? It's affecting your
No,
160 million.
it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. Do you know why I say it's not me? Number one, I'm a humanitarian person. I do with humanity first more than like religion. I'm a humanitarian person, and I feel a lot for people. I feel a lot for people.
Okay, now this your 150, this your 160 million. Did you make it from government project?
No, not
or did you
government
struggle
project.
by yourself and make
I
it?
didn't make anything from government project. I struggled with myself.
How pharmacists? Okay, how then do you think that our activities of Biafra liberation is affecting your business? How?
Thank you. Thank you for this question. I want to be like very, very honest and very, very respectful.
Just answer the question.
How is it affecting this thing? Definitely. Personally, for me, if I don't open my business for a year, it won't affect me. You understand me? It won't affect me. You understand? I have people.
If you don't open your business, your business for
it
a
won't
year,
affect
it will
me.
not affect you.
I have people.
Okay.
Good. Thank
All
you.
right.
Not everybody. Not all fingers are equal. I have people that are like friends of mine. I have people that are around me. I have people, families here, not related by blood, but I look after them. And the Monday sit at home is being respected, but the random sit at.
So how does our agitation affect your business?
Okay, how does it affect your business?
Why is it so difficult for you to? When you tell me thank you, I was expecting you to answer the question. You are still.
How does the agitation affect your business? By the stop opening of the business and the quick closing of the business because of insecurity. How?
What is quick? What is quick and closing? What do you mean by
insecurity? Like stop.
What is insecurity? What is
insecurity means like some unknown people with guns patrolling, shooting
so is it our agitation that create insecurity?
Let's be plain with both of us. Everybody knows.
Can you just answer my question?
Yes.
Answer my question.
Okay. Fight.
So what is creating insecurity? What is creating insecurity in the north and the southwest and middle belt? What is creating the insecurity in other parts of Nigeria?
Okay, Prime Minister Samuel Epan.
Can you don't call me Prime Minister?
Before all this thing, Northwest, and the North has been insecure before.
You know the reason I'm entertaining you. You know the reason I'm just allowing you to talk so that people can actually listen to the average Nigerian, average person who claim to be Biafran supporting Nigeria, how they reason and how they think. That's why I'm allowing you, and I will allow you to enjoy yourself here. So, what is responsible for this security?
And the unknown government.
So what is responsible for the banditry and the non-government in the other part of Nigeria?
I'm not from the northern part of Nigeria. I don't care.
But you are a Nigerian. Now. Is it not part of you?
Is it not part of me? I don't. I say I don't care about the other northern part of Nigeria.
That is the problem. How can you be a proud Nigerian? And then those who decided that they don't care about others and fight for your freedom, they are the problem you have. How does that correlate?
Sorry? My network is kind of breaking.
How do you now claim to be a Nigerian? You don't care about others, and then those who are fighting.
I never told you I was okay. I was together with the other part of the country. I was just focusing on my southeast.
Nigerian and a very proud Nigerian, you should be concerned about others.
I never said I was a proud.
But you are a Nigerian. But you believe in Nigeria.
I never said I believe in Nigeria. I didn't say I believe in Nigeria. I
just
said I am a Nigerian by passport, but I was an Igbo man first. That's what I said. I said I was Igbo man first. I'm a Nigerian by passport. That is what I said, and he corrected me that. He corrected me that he can buy a passport anywhere.
We see that
this guy is a sponsored person that came on this platform. Instruct you guys, please.
Pew. If you say you are a humanitarian,
I'm not sponsored. I'm not sponsored. I just got beg you.
Cool down. If you said you are a humanitarian person and you are a philanthropist, and then yet you told my PM that you don't care about other people in Nigeria, you only care about what happens within your own region. Do you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not just get kidnapped because he speaks Biafra, but because he speaks for the freedom of all Africa?
Thank you. He said, no, the can talk again.
You said you don't care about any other person in the other part of Nigeria,
yes.
Only the people within where you are.
Yes.
But yet you said you are a humanitarian person. Is that how a philanthropist is supposed to be? Is that why a humanitarian activist is supposed to be? You don't gather the interests of everybody in Nigeria. You only care about yourself. If we now, let me take your mind back to of the Islamic Jihad that was to kill everybody, not the Igbos, not the Yorubas, not the Hausas specifically, but to kill everybody. But the major generals that took over the coup and then initiated it consider the interests of everyone in Nigeria. But you are here talking about only yourself and the people within your area. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped because he spoke for the interests of even the people in the north and everyone in Nigeria. So where do you put yourself when you say you are a Biafran and you are a
person? I'm a philanthropist. I'm a humanitarian with people around me. Definitely.
Only the people around you. That means you are a selfish type.
No, not
only
selfish,
the people around you.
No, not selfish.
Okay,
everybody to their own region. Everybody to.
We have gotten the answer. Another question. Now that a cup of rice is 500 naira, and then your humanitarian service is to reach out to everyone in your environment.
Yes.
Is it affecting? Is 500 naira. How do you cope with this with your philanthropic gesture?
Okay, thank you for the question. Thank you for the question. This question you just asked me just fall back to what I said earlier. The cup of
all right, Sonny. Let's bring somebody else, please.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, sir. And Pew, I'm sure you have entertained yourself enough and to see and know that you are not making any sense at all whatsoever. Thank you. Mazi Success, you're welcome. Success.
All right, thank you, Mazi Raphael. And good evening, my able Prime Minister, Agone Chamber, the fearless one, our Minister of Information, Sonia Kwarawa, good evening from here, and fellow Biafrans, good evening wherever you are spacing from. PM has already nailed the coffin. We are not violent. Number one, if you want to know the meaning of violence, you have to go and check the English definition of violence. Violence, in essence, that No. In all the areas where we have bases, BLA, BLA and BNF, the Biafran and Naval Force, and every other forces we have around, the indigenes don't complain. And they are not being maltreated. They are protected. In fact, when this evil wind came, our people will make sure they take all the bullets to ensure that they shield the civilians from the evil wind. And this war is very systematic, just to the enemies alone and to them alone. But one thing you will not forget is that we are at war. And the war is not about a friendly handshake. It's all about seeking the enemies, if possibly, any way, shortcut their life. And it is happening. And PM is very, very proud. Refuse to report it. Why? It is in their doorstep. There is no newspaper publication that don't have representatives in Owerri, in Anambra, in Cross River State, where it's boiling, Bakassi Peninsula is boiling. But you can never see them report it. And that is why he took it upon himself to post it, and the able Biafra medias carry it all over, and they said he is violent. They should get the point. He is not violent. And Biafra Republic Government in Exile is never violent. BLA is never violent. These are peace-loving people. Let's live. The other is evacuate your personnel from our land. Then the insecurity they created by themselves will stop. But no, they cannot, because they are as well a beneficiary of the insecurity they have created. Because a whole bus can be kidnapped just a kilometer away from the checkpoint or a few meters away from the checkpoint, and they are not offended. They're making everything look like Southeast is overboiled with insecurity and whatsoever. The courage and demonstration of Onyendu today in court speaks volume. I pray God keep him. God will bless him. Because they wanted him to make a mistake. But the God who sent him will never allow him to make such mistakes. And he will never make that mistake. So they are disappointed once again. It's a victory unto us once again. So Prime Minister, tighten your belt. And as the order was given then, fire us. Please, make sure you board with the pages of our Prime Minister. Of course, he has only one page on X. Board with his page and get the correct information from there. Leave these corrupt medias. Even the one Onyendu did not even say today, Vanguard and the rest are now writing it, that Onyendu said he want to negotiate with the federal government. Of course, the video is not even a written listen. It's not even an oral thing. It is video. It is virtual. You see him speaking, and they refuse to write to write down what he spoke to negotiate with federal government. You see, this act of provocation is what makes BLA to be very, very angry with this enclave. And when they do small operation, they will begin to complain. Only one small operation, they will begin to complain. PM, we love you. Keep the fire burning until December 2nd. They will see something.
Thank you, Sources.
Thank you very much, Sources.
Thank you, Sources. All right, please, where are the news houses here? Come up here and ask very salient and very engaging questions. Not this one that came to distract us here.
Hello.
Yeah. Who else? Let's take 2 minutes for those that their hands are
Hello.
up. Who is saying hello? Who is distracting me? African politics. You have a very important question. I bring that question. You are the one that is talking, but you'll not be given
Okay.
the mic.
Yes. Okay. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Yes. I appreciate you guys. I love what you guys are doing. Very well done. Now, I have two questions, or what I call it observations. One, what you but I know that's what they call factors of economic determinism in everything that that controls the global society that all of us are part of. Even as we agitate for Biafra to come. Now, one, Prime Minister, I hope there is a strategic plan. I don't expect you to air it here anyway. It should be a strategic plan, economic-wise, in case if Biafra comes, because part of what is disengaging people, the support you're getting today from the Biafra, even though some of them, for some obvious reason, might not be able to speak out, they are supporting you. The reason, the core, the cardinal reason behind it is the economic woes that is being befalling the zoo as we speak today. And so that on its own naturally compels people to incline to what is happening now. Now, if you haven't said that, in view of that, thinking of future now strategy-wise, while the war that you talked about is ongoing, with plans. I hope there's a strategic plan. I know about you. I've read about the coin that's on. That is a good start. I hope there's a good strategic plan that is hinged on economy or economics or economy of support for Biafrans in case of eventuality as a fallout of what is happening now. Yes, because in everything you do, like for project management, for instance, you think about the positive and the negative. You think about the unforeseen, the projected plan or end, and the unforeseen end as well. So in view of that, I hope there's a plan. Like I said before, I don't expect you to air it here. It should be a strategy. That is one. Then the Biafra coin that you guys yes, even though you are out there in Finland and in other countries where some of you are, domiciled now, but some of you first lived here before you moved, and you understand the social psychology of an average person here. People don't read. I hope there's an awareness, enough awareness, about this activity, because it's a very good economic plan, that particular Biafra coin. I don't know about if there's any other, thing in the pipeline that is to be tied directly or indirectly to that, and then in line with that same philosophy of economics, factors of economic determinism now. So in view of that, I hope there's a plan.
I've been following very well. You will not only read about the Biafra coin. We have a very sound economic viability team of the Biafra Republic government in exile. We have people expert, both from Biafrans and from part of Nordic country. We have people who are doing wonders, making sure we develop, design the economic plan for Biafra. So it is very, very viable so far, looking very, very good. So those things are taken care of. Thank you.
The last question,
I thought you already
the last question. Yes, sir. I accept. Now, diplomatic-wise, sometimes you are doing a good thing, but if you are not well structured, you'll be given a bad name.
I don't know why you are talking. I don't know why you are talking about issues that are out there on the social media. You talked about economic viability team or economic viability of Biafra, which is also in the social media. The team have been shouting about it. Now you are talking about diplomacy, when you also hear different fighting Biafra with multi-dimensional approach, using a multi-dimensional approach, the diplomatic approach, political approach, and the armed struggle. Yet you are here. I don't know whether you just want to talk or something. I just went to your profile and I find out that you are sharing what we are doing. So that's why I'm going to address you very properly now. So
Okay.
yes, we are using a diplomatic approach where we have almost all the countries today, the Biafra liaison offices. We have also now activated the Biafra lobbying committee. In exile, while we continue to defend ourselves using the arms available to us, and at the same time using the political approach, which is the self-referendum we are fighting. And so I do not understand why some of you will just come and ask questions as if these things you are asking are not there in the social media. And that's why we are making everything public. We're not hiding it. We are not underground workers. Everything I do is on the public, both in our arms, both in the defense, and how everything is in the public. We're not hiding anything. So the issue of the diplomacy is being taken care of. And like I said, in the matter of weeks' time, we will have the first conference on that, press conference. Biafrans, in conjunction with me, myself, and of course the cabinet of the Biafra Republic government. So we're taking care of those things, but everything is step by step. You cannot just come and start talking about lobbies when there is nothing going on. So we need to have something going on first, have all the structures in place. That's why we have liaison offices all over the world. Active, not structure, physical office, not online office. Physical office all over the world. We have Biafra liaison offices. That is part of the diplomatic move. So, and from those offices, we are communicating to different individual countries, putting them on notice about the Biafra, the emergence, and the restoration of new nation, emerging nation called Biafra. So as soon as Biafra is declared, so that there is no any other diplomacy that is going to be more than that, apart from the lobbying agreement we have gone into, which will focus on the Washington D.C., European Union, and other human rights organizations across the globe. So we're taking care of that. Thank you. Somebody else,
Thank
please.
you, PM. Thank you very much, sir. And yeah, I'm happy to see this one here.
Ajare, please, before you go on to the next person, this African political, you said that people in Nigeria don't read and they are not following up what happens. The highest country where you have the highest rated professors and PhDs and master's degree holders, it is in Nigeria. So they read more than every other, they even read more than the Americans and the Europeans and the British. But the point is that they don't reason. Just like you come here now and you are telling us about people that don't read. Now, we have had a press briefing with the attorney that submitted the letter to the African Union. So, is that not something that was done diplomatically when you talk about diplomacy? So, what they have done to people far back there in Nigeria is that you read, but you cannot reason. But there are people that read more than even the people that brought English to you. Thank you so much.
They leave this. Let me ask these people where they always call PM, Samonepa. Then some of them they come here. Some of us that their hands are up. If I didn't call you, it's not anything. There are some people when I identify them, I just want them to bring down their annoyance that they have against the PM. Let them bring it up here and ask him questions. As here, I'm seeing one person here now that I'm very interested. I want to hear him. Chima with the US flag. Chima, please unmute yourself. Read that question when they, chook you for belly. That's you want the PM to answer you. Oh yeah, you have the time now. Grab it.
Yeah, PM. Good afternoon from here. I agree to good afternoon. And secondly, Raphael, point of correction. You don't love PM more than me.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me make that. Hold on.
Let
Let me make that very clear.
But maybe
let
I
me make that very
misconstrued
clear.
you. Just go ahead and ask your question.
I want to make that clear because, bro, no, I want to make that clear. You guys,